Welcome back to Patrick's Reef, my reef, or I think the name I have on YouTube is Dark Horizon, I'm not sure. Alright, so what we got going on today is the update, and no, I'm still waiting on the Ionic to come in, so yeah, that's taking a while, but you can't rush shipping. Well, you can, but I just didn't want to pay for it. Alright, so there's good news. I'm not sure if I should be worried, bad news, and some other cool news. Alright, so we'll start off with the bad news. Bad news-ish. Alright. Now, you remember that frag from the previous videos was sitting right there. See the kind of whitish spot? Yeah, that's where it was sitting. I moved it because I'm not sure if it was something about that spot wasn't, it was just kind of pissing him off or something, that coral, these zoanthids. But if you notice right there towards, you see those closed ones? Alright, to the left of those closed ones, two heads have seriously just shriveled up and died. Like, they're not even there. It's like the head itself shrunk as if it was put into a shrinking machine. I mean, it didn't close up or nothing. The actual head shrunk. But before it did that, what happened was the center became really fluffy. I mean, it kind of, just the one little head itself, it got turned into like a big fluffy ball. And then it shriveled up into nothing, and like they're not even there anymore. So I don't know what was going on with them, why those shrunk and disappeared and died or whatever they did. But I guess that's kind of bad news. I'm not exactly sure why they did that. Still trying to figure that out. Good and cool news. Yuggish mushroom. Isn't that a cool mushroom? Yeah. Well, this mushroom, I was doing something in the aquarium the other day, and I thought that the bottom of it got squeezed or something, and it was just growing from the top. And no, this mushroom actually just kind of like took its shorts off and took a step over and sat back down, because there's a little baby behind it. The mushroom was right there. I mean, this mushroom didn't, like, a mushroom didn't grow out from under it. Well, it kind of did, but the big mushroom actually just kind of got up and moved, and where it was sitting, it left its bottom part that was attached to the rock still there, and now it's turning into a little mushroom. So that's pretty neat. The other mushroom's been moved again. It was right there, but the hermit crabs and stuff, you can see they get up in there and just kept knocking him down here. So I got tired of him being knocked around and falling. I don't want my corals to fall, so I set him over here, and the current's not too bad. The Kenya tree is doing really, really well. I like it a lot. It looks white on here, but it's actually like red. Like the tips of it are red, and the stalk is actually more of a purplish red color. It's pretty cool color. I was worried about my zinnia, and I think the reason why my zinnia, well, they're doing better. They're not as sad and horrible looking as they were when I first got them, but I found out that zinnia, well, the guy at one of the fish stores down in Baton Rouge, he told me that Kenya trees do better in not so clean water. And I told him that I had the skimmer going, and I had my carbon going, and I had my chaetomorpha going. And he said maybe the water is just too clean for them. But we'll see. They seem to be doing a lot better now, though. I think they just took a while to acclimate. Green star polyps are doing really good. As you can see, they're starting to fill out there in the middle where they weren't so many of them. Actually, a lot of new growth there towards the middle, and a lot of new growth here on the bottom. They're getting kind of big. And of course, the ball of zoanthids still looks really cool to me. I like them a lot, and they're doing pretty darn good. These zoanthids are doing good. Those little zoanthids right there are doing pretty good. They're not really growing though, and I have no idea what happened to the little bit of green star polyps that were in that crack. They disappeared, or something ate them. I'm not sure. They're not there anymore. Bumblebee snail. I'm guessing. No, wait, there was some more. So while I was in Baton Rouge, I decided to get, because our local fish store doesn't carry it, and I'm not sure if they plan to or not. You can see right there in the back, that bag back there in the hang-on-back refugium, that is Chemi Pure Elite, which is supposed to help with algae growth problems, well, nuisance algae, silicates, phosphates, all kinds of stuff. It's supposed to really take care of a lot of stuff. So basically, it's really, really good to have. And yeah, because my sand bed stays really thick, well, not thick, has a lot of algae growth on it. And I also have spots of cyanobacteria in my aquarium, and I'm hoping that that helps with that. Oh yeah, those zoanthids back there are doing pretty good too. So I'm hoping that that really helps. See, got the Cato over the back. So I mean, the water itself should be doing pretty darn good. I mean, I think I've got some pretty good filtration going on such a small aquarium. I mean, there's still carbon in that hang-on-back filter on the hang-on-back refugium, which pours on top of the Chaetomorpha, and then I have the skimmer and the Chemi Pure Elite bag. So I mean, I think the tank should be fairly clean, but I still have these little spots of cyano in here, which is really ticking me off. I believe I have pretty good flow in the aquarium. I mean, there's still this pump that flows that way, and that one that flows behind the rocks, kind of creating a whirlpool. But I don't know, if I can't get rid of it, I'm just going to have to end up using the Chemi Clean red slime remover. So hopefully it will just kind of go away. Maybe, not really, probably won't. So the only thing else I'm waiting on is my B-Ionic to come in. I also learned from the guy at the Baton Rouge fish store that my alkalinity is probably low because of the salt I'm using, and I use Oceanic Natural Sea Salt Mix, and he said that there's nothing in that salt mix. It contains a good bit of calcium in it, but it has nothing in it for alkalinity or anything. So he said every time I do a water change, I'm just adding more calcium and no alkalinity, so it's causing too much calcium and the alkalinity is dropping. So I might end up changing the salt I use to mix my water. So coralline algae growth, ta-da! You can see it on there. Actually, there's right on top of that pump, around the top half moon part of it, they got tons of little spots of coralline algae, and right there on the little air tube intake spot where I don't have an air tube, and a piece close to the top of that thing. This one seems to be getting the most. You can see it's coming in pretty good on there. And then I'm starting to get random little spots. I don't even know if you can see it. I'll back up a little bit. Like right there. It's a little spot. And right there. There's a little spot. Right there. Let's see, getting from it there. So, having on top of there. So this is pretty much the update. I'm still waiting. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the Bionic. As far as I know, the tank's doing pretty darn good. I'm really excited about the baby mushroom and the pulsing zinnias, which aren't so pulsing anymore. But I'm glad they're starting to look better. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll probably end up doing another video once the Bionic comes in, and it comes with some new test kits, and I'll be testing the water. So thanks for watching, and rate, subscribe, comment. I love comments, by the way. Alright guys, take care.